Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I will be showing you all how to install this wig using the GhostBond XL. Right now I'm just doing a little shake, but I am prepping the hair as usual. So we're going to jump into what we're going to need. And of course I'm going to be looking in my viewfinder to make sure I stay in focus. But the first few things that we're going to use are the alligator clips, and this is to move the hair out of my way. Next, we have the Got to Be Glued freeze spray, a comb to push the hair or frontal in, a brush or my toothbrush, a cotton round, as well as some 91% isopropyl alcohol. And of course, I use the alcohol to cleanse my scalp of any oils, a foaming wrap or setting lotion for the hairs, some Gorilla Snot or an Eco Styler gel. Also, this razor comb, which you may or may not use, I use it for my baby hairs and, of course, my fan. Instead of using a blow dryer, I love the fan. I prefer it. A brush. I need this to brush the hairs out of my way since I have straight hair, and the GhostBond. Here's the list, and yeah, we're just gonna get started now. So as you see, I'm brushing the hairs down, and this is because they're really unruly. This wig has been sitting for a nice minute. It's my first time wearing her, but yeah, she's been sitting for a good minute. So I'm moving the hairs out of my way so I can get started with the application process. And yes, your girl needs her lip balm. These lips are super dry. I suffer from anemia, so my lips tend to get a little blue. Oh, I'm showing you all that I'm about to listen to my music because I was the only one at home this day. So yeah, but right now I'm placing the frontal where I want it to be. And I'm just seeing exactly how I want it to be positioned onto my head. I'm just checking it out a little bit. If it looks like I have a lot of baby hairs, it is because I do. Eventually, those hairs tend to shed off, and I'd rather start off with a lot on my wig rather than a little, because then you're going to have to move it back. But yeah, I'm clipping away the ear tabs so that they don't get in my way, which they tend to do a lot. I'm going in with the alcohol to clean my forehead space, all of this space that I have on my head. So I'm cleaning it away as good as possible, ensuring that there is absolutely zero oil there. I try not to get my actual hair because alcohol on the hair is no bueno. So I'm cleaning that away. Yeah, my skin is looking terrible today. Like, I had a nice hormonal breakout. I get those monthly and it sucks. But yeah, anyway, I'm cleaning this off. I'm going in with the freeze spray now. And this is so that, I have an allergy to this glue for some reason, to glues in general, including the Got to Be Glued gel. So I found that this freeze spray, or I guess you could use a spritz or something. I wouldn't recommend it, but I mean, I guess they're the same thing. Anyway, this helps prevent me from having those small bumps around my hairline. So I go in with this. And then, as usual, I'm going to use my foaming wrap to push my hairs, the baby hairs, out of the way. So yeah, here I go applying them. Some of them I can't get because I did set this wig with the foaming wrap prior to me using it. So those hairs are just laid. But yeah, I'm pushing the foaming wrap into the hair. And no, it's not going to be wet when I go to apply it on my head. For those of you who use this often, you know it dries. So yeah, I'm going to apply the GhostBond around my perimeter. But before I do that, I have to ensure that my hair is actually moved out of the way, like it's gelled down, so that, oh, look at that face, so that when the glue is applied, it doesn't rip my hair out. So I'm positioning the wig on my head again to my desired location. Yeah, and I like the way that looks. So what you want to do is go in with a super thin layer, like super thin in front of your hairline. If you have a smaller forehead, this may prove difficult for you. There's another technique you can use that I also use on my clients to position the frontal perfectly on their head. It does require it to be on the hairline a little bit, but this glue does do well with not removing your hair if you do add it to the hairline correctly. Anyway, I'm adding a super thin layer, and I'm making sure to rub it in each place that I can where it's a little lumpy. You do not want any lumps. You want it to dry clear, and the drying time on it is pretty good. Like, it dries super fast if you do have a thin layer applied to your head. What you also want to do is make sure that you try not to get any of it on your hair. I got some on a little piece of the hair, but I'm going to remove that overall because you don't want to mess. But yeah, so I'm finishing up this layer, and I will be going in with 2 more layers just to make sure that it is as secured as possible to my head. So as you see, this side has already begun to dry. So I'm going to go in with another layer on that side. But yeah, as I stated before, you want to make sure that each layer is dry before you go into the next layer. So yeah, I'm rubbing that in. And just so you know, my edges are molded down with the Got To Be Glued gel. I do that so that it doesn't penetrate my hair follicles or anything, or give me any bumps, and that it's easier for me to go about removing it with the removal process. Yeah, I typically add an oil or so to remove it. But yeah, this is the third and final layer. Oh, it keeps getting in the hair. But yeah, this is the third and final layer. So I'm just adding that onto the other 2. And with this layer, unlike the others, you want to wait approximately 7 minutes. I typically wait a little longer than that. And that's because I want to make sure that it's as clear as possible and as tacky as possible, but not too sticky. So yeah, this is it when it's completed. Now I'm going in and I'm going to clean up my fingers before I add the wig onto my head, because I don't want to change it any color. And as you see, I'm adding the ear tabs first this time. And the reason is because the ear tabs tend to be the first area to lift on a wig that is glued down. So I'm making sure I line it up with the areas that I glued down, like perfectly lined up with that. And it's easy for me to adjust it this way rather than to start with the middle of my head. Some of you may find it easier to do this as well. But yeah, so I'm adding it to the areas that are directly like the front of the areas that are glued, if that makes sense. And I'm massaging it in as well. And you see, I'm trying to move these baby hairs out of the way too. Yeah, and I'm trying to get as close as possible so that you all can see it. But yeah, I'm rubbing that in so that it doesn't go anywhere. And also remember to rub underneath the hair. Don't rub on top of the hair. But I really don't have like any extra glue hanging out anyway. But just in case you do, you don't want to rub the hairs downward because they will stick into the glue. And that's when you get that, it's just not a good look. You won't get a good look with that. So again, I'm trying to move the baby hairs out of my way as I slowly make my way around. And it, like, I don't know, well, I did mention it a little bit, but doing it this way also ensures that your frontal is super, super laid when it comes to your head. Like doing it from the ear tabs all the way over to the other ear tab rather than applying it straight from the front of your frontal to your head, because you have more give and more opportunity to manipulate the wig around your edges. So yeah, I'm massaging my edges in where the little baby hairs or the ear tabs in to make sure that they don't go anywhere. Oh, I guess I forgot to get this piece down, but yeah, she's getting down too. Yeah, and I keep doing this because, again, I'm going somewhere tonight, tomorrow, the day after, and I want to make sure that it is as secured as possible because I won't have time to lay it down. But there's a little cotton piece that's in there, so I'm trying to remove that little piece out of the glue, and I'm cleaning it up with a little alcohol just to get it out of my way. So now it's time for me to get these little baby hairs together. And as I mentioned before, I like mine full because as the wig ages, those hairs do shed. So I don't pluck as much as most people do. I used to, and that's when, yeah, it would just be all bad. But at this point, I laid my baby hairs, and now I'm going in to flat iron the hair. I didn't show you all how I laid them, and it's because I showed you in my previous video. There's a bunch of tutorials on how to lay baby hairs. So I'm not going to really go into that. I'm just cleaning it up at this point. Yes, I'm flat ironing her out, just refreshing it. She was done before, but yeah, it's been a minute since I bust her out. Yeah, it's my first time wearing her, and I made her a while back. But Yeah, this is me making sure she looks the way that I want her to look. She's flowing the way that I want her to flow. Yeah, I'm loving it at this point. I'm loving how she's looking. I'm letting it blow dry just a little bit. I'm setting the edges. So I'm letting the fan blow on her for a little bit. But yeah, this wig is fairly long. I think I purchased a 20, 18, no, a 22, 18, 20. Yeah, anyway, I'm showing you all her. And this is the true color. This is what she really looks like in daylight. Yeah, and I'm loving what she looks like. I'm loving the end result. So yeah, I'm going to show you all what she looks like in a few days because I did have her on for a minute. So yeah, that's the end of how I do this. And yeah, here is an update on her. Bye. Hey y'all, I know that this is weird, but I feel like this is the only way I could come back and provide an update on how this hair, not the hair, but the like I'm looking like crazy on this camera. Not the hair, but how well the what's the name of what I just tested? Hold on, because it's like I'm ready now, but how well the, oh my gosh, I'm spazzing right now. The GhostBond, oh my gosh, how well the GhostBond did when it came to being on this frontal. But I don't know if you all can see that white stuff. Yeah, it turned white on me. And it's lifting a little bit. I went to like the Bulls basketball game, and like the only thing I had on was like this sweater, and I guess I got like I did get hot. I started to sweat. Let me put this up here. Okay, I started to sweat, and yeah, it started to like turn white or whatever. But you want to know what's crazy? It didn't do this with my curly wig, but it did it with this one. So I don't know if, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on with this, but no, you know what? Actually, with my curly wig, some parts of it did get white, other parts didn't. I tied it down or whatnot so that it would make it last longer. But yeah, would I say that this is something you should purchase? It depends on how long you want to have your hair installed for. Yeah, basically how long you want to have it in. I don't think it's waterproof because it's definitely not sweat proof. The last time I did a fitness or a sweat or workout test with the Gots to Be Glued, and that did pretty well. It started to slip a little bit, but it did pretty well. And you all saw how I had that installed, or you will see it. I don't know which one of these videos I'm gonna have up first, but yeah. Oh yeah. Also, how do y'all like my hair coloring? I did this, girl. Yeah, I took it from black to this ash blonde. And I love it. Like, it's like super soft. Aside from the fact that the sweater is making it a little frizzy down here. Anyway, yeah, the hair, the frontal, like in the front, it's fine, but the edges, it's like white. And hold on, wait. Because I know my bathroom light, like I'm putting this on my phone, my iPhone, so the quality is nothing like my Canon, but yeah, that's not a good look. Like, and I don't know what the heck is happening with these little baby hairs, but I don't know. Like, I did the same process with this that I did with my my curly hair when I had it in. So yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe I'll give it another try if you all are interested in that. You know, seeing how other techniques work with it. But yeah, this was a disaster. I don't like it. Like, I hate that this is the first time I put this wig on and I couldn't even get a full night's worth of balm out of it. I'm happy I didn't take any pictures for real tonight, but yeah, let me know what other adhesion techniques you all like to see aside from the ones that I will be doing soon. If you all have any questions or anything about any of this, just let me know. But yeah, this is not cute, boo. It's like lifting and stuff. Yeah, that's not, ooh, that bump's not cute either. But yeah, let me know what other techniques you all would like to see, and I'll be happy to do them. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Yeah, that's terrible. Anyway, until next time, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. We'll be removing this in the morning. I don't feel like doing it tonight. But yeah, until next time, I will talk to you all later.